Good morning. Listening to birds this morning. Still in Puerto Rico, still playing house. But this morning I'm out here pruning and checking out the second production of the gandules. So I know there's a lot of vegetation here and it's hard to see, but let me pull some down. One of the gandules out of the four is doing absolutely wonderful. So I just want to show how there's a lot more greenery that this one has. And check out the flowers. And those flowers turn into, right? Can you see that? Those flowers turn into gandules. And then there's some new gandules that I want to show up on the tree. Look at that. See, those are fresh green gandules. Now, some people would not pick those. They would wait until they're dry and then they can pop them out easy. This takes a little bit of elbow grease. You gotta kind of get into the seam, but these are fresh. I prefer them fresh. Some people prefer them when when they're harder, and those are the ones that look like the ones you get in the can. But what an eye opener being out here. Growing gandules for the first time and harvesting them and eating them. Let me show you another flower here. Look at that. This one is full of flowers. Look at, first it's yellow, this one, right? And then they start to turn into gandules. Look at that. This branch is loaded. This branch is loaded here. You could see those flowers there. They're like a maroon color, kind of, you know. And let's see up here. Got to be careful. Here's where I wear my boots because this is where the ants were. Check those flowers out, right? Who is to imagine that gandules grow so pretty? All right, let's go this way. Okay, look at those. See, this one really did well. I did pruning. I cut like these branches here. Like branches like this, I take off. If the branch is not producing or I don't see a flower, I prune it off. And I really did an extensive pruning on this one, and it just took off. Now these guys here, they're producing the other ones, but they're not producing as much. This one already has a fresh gandule. Look at that. I can take this and then just have the inside of it in a salad, in rice. Oh, so good. And here's the other one. This one has already 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, this one I can actually, they're a little small, but check that out, right? And then these are the flowers. Look, 2 more flowers that are coming in. So we're getting a nice second production on these guys, you know? I like that. That's a really good plant to have. It's a really good a permaculture plant, to have. They have some of the seeds for more northern, so that you can grow them in the States. These won't grow in the States because they need this really hot weather. So that's a good start for the morning. Well, we move on today with harvesting plátanos for the breakfast this morning. This is something I can't do in New York. Check these out. So funny because these I buy, go into a store in the Bronx in New York City, and then I just buy these. Here I get to experience seeing them grow, having them come down, and then harvesting them right from right from where it's hanging. That's a nice experience. That is a lot of orange peels from all the juice. Okay, so I've decided to take all of the citrus peels that I just finished making juice with, which was about a dozen of it. I didn't want to throw it away. I kind of felt guilty. I know they don't have a compost pile here. So I decided that I was going to do something that had me thinking the other night. So David is getting one of the bedrooms, the floor tiled. And we had to move a wood platform bed that has been, I think, in that room for over 30 years. I did go out and I did buy citrus wood oil. And as I'm spraying, it was very, very orangey smell, very citrusy, and which is great. And it was oil. So I finished the whole entire bottle and I sprayed the wood platform on the underneath, which really needed it bad because it drunk up that oil in less than 5 minutes. The whole bottle was gone. It was really dry. So now it's, of course, after I wiped it and got the oil in the wood, it looks great. It almost feels like it's alive. But I was reading the bottle and it had a lot of chemicals in it, yes, but it had oil, it had citrus. And I'm thinking, with all of this, I am going I'm going to try to make citrus wood oil. I've done citrus cleaners before, which is, you put it in a jar with vinegar and you let it sit for about 2 weeks and then you just put a spray bottle in it. But this is oil. I want to use the oil. So I went online, got a couple of recipes. Some of them include regular olive oil, cold press. Others included coconut oil. So the point of doing the wood oil is not to save money because you still have to buy the oil. So it's not like we have olives here or coconut or anything here that we're going to harvest the oil from. Harvest the ingredients and then make oil. That's not going to happen. But it's to do something else with these peels. So if I'm going to spend money on wood oil, which was like $5. Yeah, okay, I'll spend the $5 on a bottle of olive oil or coconut oil. It's the same thing. But the difference is that I'm actually using something that I would have thrown away in the garbage. And these really smell good. And then I feel good about it. I mean, I made juice and now I'm going to use the peel and make a wood cleaner. A wood oil cleaner. So I'm excited. First time I'm doing this. You're coming along for the ride if you're watching. So right now I'm just peeling all of the inside of the peels of the rind. And if you remember back in chemistry class, you don't want sugar to be the platform of anything growing on it. And sugar is a definite element for it to, grow stuff. And that's not what we want, because then what happens is if any mold or anything is in the oil, what it's going to end up happening is going to end up going into the wood as well. And that's not what I want. So I am peeling these off. Not going to wash them. I'm just trying to peel them as much as I can. And then I'll take it one step at a time. But, we'll see. We'll go through the process and see how it works out. In the meantime, I've got a lot of peeling to do. It's a nice way of wasting time. Okay, well, now that all that is being prepared, I'm letting the orange peels dry up just a little bit. I am sprayed down with peppermint insect spray, and we are going up to the farm in the mountain farm. Got my hat because it is going to be hot up there. I got my backpack. It has water in there, 4 bottles. I'm dressed in long sleeves. Let me see if I could show you. And I even have boots on. Jeans are tucked in. If you've never been bitten by red ants, you don't want that feeling. You don't want that experience. Other experiences I can deal with out here. Little red ants, no. Wow, beautiful up here. Look at that. You're so high up, you can see the lake a lot further out. So I am not even halfway up, but you could see right behind me how steep. I have my handy dandy stick, which I probably could have used a better one, but it's the one that I found. And going up I can do. I like to see how I get myself down here. But anyway, I'm on a boulder, taking a break, and David is just checking out the plantains. I took a lot of pictures. I'll insert those in here. Well, that was a workout. So David's still gonna hang out, listen to birds up there. And I'm gonna go make some tuna fish and tostones. Well, I'm gonna end this video here. It was a great day over up at the mountain farm. And now I am relaxing in the hammock and I'm gonna do some writing. I did start drying the orange peels. I have them up on the porch, and we'll continue with that project when I get the oil. So until the next time.